Good afternoon. Welcome to Oaklawn Capping Hour. We have an abbreviated, shorter version today. I was on the phone with my cousin who just got out of the hospital for a 2-hour phone call. So a little bit late today. Marco won't be joining me. We're going to do the early pick five, or I'm going to do the early pick five. And the late pick five will be on the loop. It's pretty chalky. Kale's Angel looks like a single and a win. If you can beat that one, fine. And then I think Brad Cox gets his first win in the meet if he doesn't win earlier on the card in the nightcap as the 5-2 favorite. At least that's what I think is going to happen. I want to give a shout out to some friends of mine that are in Kentucky at Turfway Park. Frank Mustari has a horse running in the Leonidas Stakes, 125,000. It's a mile. Dylan Donnelly has joined the festivities along with Justin Dew. So they're going to be in attendance. And Can't Deny It is the name of the horse, trained by Larry Ravelli. This one won its debut at Fairgrounds, sprinting on turf. I've had some people tell me that he won with his talent that day because maybe he doesn't like turf as much as he likes dirt. And this is a synthetic race, obviously, going 2 turns. And if we win this, maybe we nominate, right? So shout out to Frank Mustari, Justin Dew, and Dylan Donnelly, who are in attendance today at Turfway Park. You guys, there is a tournament. I wanted to touch base on yesterday's card. Texas Mike did a hell of a job. I think he had, let me look. I think he said he was positive $30 or something like that. He had a good day. I was plus 9. He was plus 35.20 on his ROI for $2 win place. So that was pretty good. He picked some nice winners yesterday and a horse that finished second, and it paid like $20 to place. My big win yesterday was Amazing Success in the first race. And Winnemac Avenue ran a huge second. I would have won thousands and thousands of dollars if Winnemac Avenue gets up in the 9th race, paid $18.20 to place, but it wasn't to be. I would have hit the try. I would have hit the double. I would have hit everything, but I hit nothing. Except I got $18 on my ROI for the purposes of, what we do on the show here. Let's go to contest play real quick. Let's see here. Twin Spires. Not Twin Spires. Here we go. There is a qualifier. Did it start already? For Sam Houston. I'm going to Sam Houston. It looks like it's done. Let's see if I hit anything. Hell. Okay, that was yesterday. Oh, 7 minutes. You got 7 minutes to join the early bird at Sam Houston. There are 25 people in it. So they're going to give out 1 per 5. So right now, 5 people will advance to the $118 contest, which is a pick and pray. Here's the slate: Tampa Bay 6 and 8, Gulfstream 6 through 11, and Aqueduct 7 and 8. Oh, we also got a couple at Santa Anita. So, man, my nose has been itching. I think it's, I don't know, detergent I'm using. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to be down there. We touched on the contest yesterday with Texas Mike. Watch the beginning of that show if you want more information on it. He's got his phone number on there. And it'll be a cool event. It's $1,500 buy-in. But yeah, join in here. You got, 6-7 minutes to get in. I'll be in here. There's plenty of seats left for everybody. If I get a seat, don't worry. There's 4 other ones that you guys can get in. Without further ado, what I'm going to do, we're going to talk about the early pick 4 or early pick 5 at Oaklawn because we don't have too much time left. I'll touch on some horses that we like, and then I'll do a loop for the late pick 5. Make sure this is it. All right, here we go. Race 1 is a state-bred maiden special weight. It's for 3-year-olds only. So these are Archie breds, going 3/4. These are fillies, 3-year-old fillies. I landed on first of all, let's go to the weather. Yeah, the weather's dry down there. I talked to Marco this morning. All right, I landed on the 11. It's Ray Ray's Rocket. We're 6-1. This one, I have a lot of 11s for some reason. You'll see that. The reason why I picked this one, it had a good little work tab going in. It showed some speed fade angle, and its debut out in the 11 hole. We're the 11 hole again. Sometimes these keep going. It's got if they can get the front. I like that Christian Torres is back on it. This isn't for it to run that poorly, and it's still 6-1. It kind of tells you what's in here. I could see some of you guys wanting to swing for a firster. No big deal. Marco did land on a firster, the 9. Who was Memory Maker for John Prather. I'm not really sure what he liked about it. The sire's 4 for 37, but this is who he picked. The 11, I just think if I can get the front and I don't have to eyeball anybody for the first, by the time I hit the half-mile pole, if I'm just relaxed out there a little bit more as opposed to last time. It did get out there, but if I can just not get eyeballed when I turn for home at the quarter pole, maybe I can keep going. I like to have the saying, I'll puff my chest out. The horse will puff its chest out. Keep on going. So Ray Ray's Rocket for Lonnie Briley. Looks like an interesting pace play. Since that last race on December 22nd comes back with a 102 flat drill on a slow track, 4 out of 42 for 5/8. So we'll see if we can do something there. Some other interesting runners in here. There's a lot of firsters that might be able to catch your eye. One in particular, I have John Ortiz here. Miss Casey at 12-1 is my backup. I just respect the connections. I'm not sure why Anderson's riding, but this one does have some good moves in the morning. The 5 horse, Stephanie Starfish, is probably going to get over bet from that work tab, especially that last drill out of the gate. You got a bug on there. We'll see. I mean, you can't just be a morning glory. You got to show up too, in the afternoon, not just in the mornings. But those are some obvious horses. Ray Ray's Rocket, Memory Maker, Miss Casey, the 5 here. And Marco also had the 12 for Belmer and Thomas Mass. All right, let's move on to race 2. We're on the same horse here, Chipotle Pepper. This is one of the McKnight runners that through the years, you see them, these type of runners, they've never run on dirt before, but they pop. And in particular, I like to see when they're working well. And this one was not only working well at Woodbine, but it came over here at Oaklawn over 47-1. And that followed that up with a really nice drill. We've seen these horses from Canada come down and win, whether they're from Woodbine or Finger Lakes. The race one yesterday was a winner from Finger Lakes. We've seen Mark Casse bring horses down here from Woodbine and win. So this one looks like it might possibly relish the dirt. And at 8-1 morning line, we can hopefully bust out, get nice position early, and keep going. If we can run like we're working, well, hopefully we can get this horse likes to be prominent early anyway. So hopefully we'll get a nice clean break and keep going today. We are offered in for a little bit of a lower tag, which is not unusual. This purse is $32,000. So this last race at Woodbine, let's see what that purse was. It's Canadian money. I think the U.S. dollar, it's still a good purse. I think the U.S. was it 77 cents, $1 is at the exchange rate. That's still a good purse there, 50,000. So which would be like, I don't know, similar to the purse today. But they're going down the ladder, and looks like a logical spot, and it's working good. So we landed there. My backup is all the way on the outside. You can include this one maybe on your exotics for your horizontals. Second off the layoff. Ran a good winning race last time. And, if we can work out a trip out there. Rocco Bowen's on again, so we have some, he's familiar with the horse or with the filly. Run that same racer and just improve a little bit. You'll be right there. And then Marco had Inventing Anna as another possible include. It just broke its maiden. I was just talking about Cassie bringing horses in from Woodbine. This one's not coming in from Woodbine, but it's Mark Casse nonetheless, and it just broke its maiden here. I mean, it's facing winners for the first time. It was 0 for 16 coming into that last race. I'm not excited about it, but a lot of times you can get the light ball play and they can put two together, especially if they're doing a lateral move like this. They're not like stepping this horse way up or nothing. This is a logical spot. And Christian Torres is back in the iron, so good spot there. Race 3. Maiden special weight for fillies, going 3/4, 110,000. 3-year-olds only. Me and Mark are both like the 9. He's got the 9 on top. I picked it second. The 9's out. So now he's on the 2, and I'm on the. Let's see, is my 10 in there? I thought that would scratch too. Oh wow. Okay, so we got a lot of scratches here. So I don't have a horse. I got to fix this. Who am I going to go with? Okay, Marco's got the 2. What did he like for his backup here? Let's take a peek at this race again. Might have to go to the rail with Ortiz and Esquivel. Spring Dancer, second time blinkers. It's 9-5 favorite. It's very logical. Asmussen's got a few in here, doesn't he? There's one there. Yeah, here's Rational Theory. I've never had that happen before. Both of my horses are scratched. That's something. You know what? I'm going to go with the Ortiz runner on the rail. Barbie's Dream. So what we're going to do is switch this around a little bit here. I'll go 1-2. Boom. All right, so I'm going to go with Barbie's Dream on the rail. I was kind of looking at this one yesterday. They're adding the blinkers. It caught a muddy track last time. Ortiz, he's got some good stock. I know he's 6% here. I like Esquivel in the irons. He's not dropping it down into the maiden claiming events. So I'm going to land there. Let me make my note here. Barbie's Dream. Gotta go with a price. All right, let's move on to the next race. Race 4 is a maiden claim. Wow, a lot of maiden races. Maiden claiming event, 12-5. Are these all? No, this is we got our mixed company here. We got a Kentucky bred, Oklahoma, Arkansas. Okay, this is open company. So I'm already against an Arky bred in here. Mike Hewitt's got the 1, and I don't know. Maybe the Arkansas race didn't go, but not one that I'd be interested in. But anyway, I landed on the 9, and that one scratched. Gotta be shitting me. That was a good price. So I have to go with my backup, the 11 Westeros. This is Lord of the Rings. If not Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Okay. Cipriano Contreras, Manny Esquivel. We're going synthetic to dirt. Hasn't run here before, but he does have a couple of decent drills here. 48. Is that 48 flat? Anyway, it was a good drill. 25 out of 129. Contreras, I'm always been a fan of Contreras. He's got 7 seconds. He's going to start turning those seconds into wins. As a matter of fact, I said that I think yesterday, and he did win a race because he had 2 wins. So yeah, maybe he's starting to get hot. And this one's obviously well meant on dirt, and it's going down the ladder here. It was claimed out of Del Mar, where it just missed for 20. The Keeneland race was kind of a disaster. And again, you're trying a different surface there for the first time last time. And Turfway Park can be tough. It's not easy. And the last 2 races were routes. We have sprinted pretty well. At Laurel, its debut race, that wasn't that bad. It was the beaten favorite that day. Had some traffic issues. Got bumped. There was a next out winner in there. This looks like a good spot. It's down to its lowest level ever. The purse is good. And more importantly, the price is good. So I'm going to have the 11 as my top pick with the scratch of the 9. Marco goes to the 12. G. No Hollander. Lindsey Schultz. Blinkers on. Of course, all these 3-year-olds are getting Lasix. Maybe that'll perk it up. Maybe that's what he's thinking here. It looks, again, it's an Arkansas bred. I probably wouldn't have picked this one. But, I mean, sometimes you get a talented Arky bred, but I would look elsewhere. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what he was thinking here, but I'll add it onto my ticket. So 11 for me, 12 for Marco. Watch that horse win now. I'm ripping on it. All right, let's close out the pick 5. Again, this is the early sequence. You guys can add whatever you want to whatever we pick. 35 claiming, non-winners of 3 life, 6 furlongs for 4-year-olds and up. Another one of my horses scratches. I picked every horse that I picked scratched. It's amazing. My backup's the 11. Oh no, that's the wrong race. I didn't go to the next yet. My bad. My 3 should be in here. There it is, King Anthony. Okay. All right. I had this horse a while back. I had some good notes on it. I did like him in that fairgrounds race, even though he ran 5th. But I was on to something. He came back and cut back at Hawthorne and won 2 in a row. I guess sprinting is his game. So he routed in a stake at in St. Louis. Ran like crap. The day I picked him at fairgrounds, that was a route race. Ran like crap. All the sprints are good, including the 2 nice runs at Hawthorne. I saw at least one of those races live, maybe both, but I remember being there live for one of those races. And I think it was the Good Apple race, the other than. Good Apple was a decent little runner. You can see the race, the first race in June. Willie Bird did win with an 82 Beyer speed figure next time. And it's been running pretty well. The last race, a little bit of an issue there at Oaklawn, but Ravelli shipped that one in, and it didn't work out. Ravelli has shipped in before well and won a lot of races. He won a couple of races last year. I think he shipped like maybe 4 horses at Oaklawn last year and won like 2 or 3 of them. That one didn't work out, but Willie Bird's a pretty nice little runner. And King Anthony beat that one. But sprinting is this one's game, so sit behind a little bit of a pace or take over. Should be a couple of targets to run at, and I like King Anthony today at a square 8-1. Marco's got the 7. Fort Warren for Tom Amos. Christian Torres leading rider. Voided claim last time at Churchill. Going 7 panels. Cutting back a little bit further today. Similar running style to King Anthony. Drawn outside. I don't know. 5-2. Not sure about the situation with the voided claim, but it's in for a tag once again. It was claimed for 80 by this outfit. I don't know. Maybe they're obviously looking to get claimed today, and I wonder if anybody's going to drop a lot. There's a lot of claim slips at Oaklawn. $44,000 pot. You figure training, vet, this and that. I mean, you got to pay the jockey, the trainer. There's 22,000. 50%, and then so you clear 20, and then gets claimed for 35. That's 65,000. It made a little money in that. Where's it at? Made a little money in that last race. Yeah, they're losing money on it. So if it gets claimed, they're going to be losing money. So at 5-2, I want to try and beat it. King Anthony looks pretty alive in here, in my opinion, getting back to sprint. So that's where we go. All right, so that's that. What I'm going to do, guys, I didn't want to be on here too long, just 'cause I know that there's a lot of stuff going on this morning, and then Oaklawn starts in about an hour anyway. I'll just go to the feature. It looks like it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. But we got the Renaissance Stakes today. Just wanted to talk about it. It's $150,000. And Kale's Angel is one that I had on Oaklawn debut here at 7-2. He did win that day. I was against him in the Smarty Jones. I did have Cole Battle, the horse coming out of Delta Downs, I believe, that day. I'm coming back. I mean, I picked Kale's Angels today. It's 3-5. Not obviously it's a throwaway race. I'm not going to bet it or anything like that. If you want to play the late pick 5 and single to Brad Cox in the last, that's probably what I do, and maybe bet a little bit more. Marco did like, I think, the 5 in here. Let me look. Yeah. Piquant. Is that how you said that? I don't know. David Jacobson, I guess you got to respect that, the outfit. But this horse has burned money 3 times as the favorite. It got claimed for 30. He won for 50 on the synthetic. And, he's over on dirt. So I don't quite, God bless you, Marco, if you like this one, but I think Kale's Angel just kind of jogs in here today. I don't know if anybody, I guess you could say maybe the 6 shows a lot of speed and can knock heads. The Asmussen runner maybe improves second time, off a small layoff, but I don't know. That one's got to perk up a lot. There's just not a lot in here to compete with Kale's Angel, in my opinion, sprinting. And by the way, we don't need the lead, so that looks like a foregone conclusion. And then the last race, I also liked Brad Cox here. Might get his first win. Can you guys like believe he's like 0 for, what is he? 0 for, where's he at? Where's Brad Cox at? There he is. He's 0 for 22 at the meet. I think this is his first win. I think this horse is going to win today. So I just can't imagine. I don't know how he's over. He's he's got to start winning sooner or later. So anyway, I think if you go Kale's Angel, brunch punch, single, and just maybe you guys can do like a $10 pick 4 or pick 5. Hit the first 3 races. Anyway, that's what I got. The other races, I'll put them on a loop. You guys have a good weekend. I'll have a Sunday loop tomorrow. We got a lot of good NFL action. Straight up, I like, and I'm terrible at picking football. I don't, but this is what I like. Detroit by 20 over Washington. I don't think Detroit punts. Rams in an upset in snow. Bills in a squeaker over the Ravens. And KC in a squeaker. There's probably going to be a pass interference call late. KC wins. And then my Super Bowl is going to be Bills versus the Detroit Lions. Monday, Ohio State by 3 touchdowns. They're going to beat Notre Dame pretty soundly. So, something to look forward to. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of the festivities. Don't forget about Can't Deny It in the stake at Turfway today, and then Oaklawn action, and I'll share the rest of our picks on the loop. And we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.